rotate device, Nick. So sorry, we were experimenting with YouTube and seeing whether.
That's straight.
Nope, not at all straight.
Which way do you want it?
You have to go closer toward you. No, that's away from you. That's towards you. That's better. Okay. So bright. Okay, I gotta. Can you I guess that's okay. I guess we'll live with that. Okay, working out the kinks. I wasn't sure with YouTube if I had my device sideways and then you guys could see more and it not be black bars. Facebook, for whatever reason, won't let me go horizontal. It has to be vertical. So everybody's vertical. Okay, everybody's the same. So welcome, guys. This is What's New Wednesday. Cindy Daychuck here with Queen Bee Creations. And I go live from the shop, the very messy, crowded shop in the background, every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern to show you what's new in the shop. So usually we go for about 30 minutes. So yeah, sometimes a little bit longer. Probably going into Christmas, it might be a little bit more because I'm just now finishing off all the fall out of the shop, and I'm going to be adding Christmas. So a couple of little Christmas things. I've already started to add some in. I am probably not going to have a chance to show you guys every Wednesday everything that I add in, because then you'd be here forever.
Melissa McCracken says, hello, Cindy.
Hey, Melissa, thanks for tuning in. That's on YouTube?
Yep.
Okay, see, this is cool that I got YouTube going, Facebook going. Facebook's high, YouTube's low. Perfect. So yeah, so the idea is really to kind of give you just an idea of some of the new incoming, what I call the tchotchkes, but give a bit of a flavor for what's happening. If you want, you can check on Facebook as well. I'm trying every Tuesday to drop, I think I'm allowed 10 pictures at once. So I'm trying to drop in a bit of a flavor of things that are in the shop, but you can pick up any of these things and all of the making supplies, queenbeecreationshome.com. And we ship throughout Canada and the US. And the way shipping is right now, it's pretty much costing the same in Canada as it does to ship to the States. So there you go. All right, so to jump in, I don't know if you guys have seen Monday's video on YouTube, but it was about making these cute little gnome decorations. So they are spindle gnomes, and I did them two ways. I did some of them very neutral, so just in kind of a lovely cream color and some aging waxes, and then some in the traditional holiday colors. $8 each on the website. But check out the video if you'd like to make your own. Really, really simple. So one of the things that I was able to do on this video was show you, without stopping the video, start to finish, in terms of the molding, then putting them off to the side, letting them dry, of course. But it gave you a chance to see really free-forming it wasn't difficult. And really, I think they're really super cute. So I think that they would make great personalized gifts if you're giving them to people, or a way to be able to add to your Christmas tree, whatever you're doing. Friday's video, because I like to give you guys that tune in here a heads up. Friday's video is about adding texture. So what I do have is a set of 3 wooden angels that I have added texture to, and I show you 3 different techniques. So using the molds, using stencils, so creating raised texture with the stencils, and then here using the DIY paint frosting on the wings. So they're all done slightly different patterns on the bodies and everything. They're in the shop now, $24 a set, I believe. But again, if you've been looking for ways to be able to add texture to any of the projects that you're working on, small, or I've used these on drawer fronts and big pieces of furniture, you know, armoires along the bottom, kind of rising up, whatever you want to do. These three techniques will kind of have you covered. So, cool video. Check that out on Friday. Let's jump into the new stuff. Okay, so I'm going to jump over this side because I got these big honking things in my way. And we're going to start with the musical one first because this was a cute find. So it is a piece of old kind of barn wood with the metal frame and the leather thongs and old kind of cowbells. So they have the ringer inside. I'm assuming that this little loop here was to hold something to ding them with, right? This one is missing its dinger, but it bangs against the other, so it's fine. So I think that this is super cute decor, just kind of lovely and rustic and a lot of fun. And certainly if you were looking at, it's kind of a year-round decor piece, but you could certainly lay a little bit of a greenery bow or some holly along the top if you're looking for it to be a little bit more Christmassy for you. $14 for this, and this is so me. I was delighted to find that. I just can't keep all the things. So very musical on that one. This guy, oh my goodness, oops, is losing its price tag. This is $14 as well. It goes this way and is just a lovely black metal cutout of a fir tree. So again, it could be all year decor, but very apropos for this season. It's got, you know, a solid base with little rubber stoppers on the bottom. And I just love the stark look of it. So something that, you know, in your decor, if you were looking at it being part of kind of your seasonal decor, that is just there, very subtle, and you can build a whole vignette around it and use this as part of your backdrop. Nick, while you're over there, can you just hand me this big honking thing? I got to get this out of the way while I can. So this also is a big metal structure. So it's got a hanging hook if you felt inclined to hang it. But obviously it has feet so that you can sit it down. It's got 3 frosted glasses to be able to put your candles down into. And it's also got a little metal cut out here with pine cones and a little bit of fir branches. This is also in the shop for $19.50. Know that shipping on something like this, it's going to be an awkward size, so it's going to be a little bit more expensive, but feel good about the fact that it was only $19.50 to start with. There we go. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So another super cool find this week was this big covered dish from Portugal. So terracotta and this beautiful kind of honeycomb yellow glaze. So it's got the beautiful tray, and then it's got, this is $16, and it's got the cover to be able to have it. But as with all things, and again, keep this in mind for a lot of your cake dishes, depending upon how they're structured, that, you know, when they've got that pedestal base, if the base is hollow, you're able to flip, right? Flip your base over and flip. So it becomes, this easily becomes like a pedestal serving dish as well. So it sits very comfortably here. Now, I do mention in the description that there is a small chip on the underside of this one little leaf of the pineapple, which again isn't visible at all. You can't see it, but I like to let you know that it's there. That it's there. Okay. Now this is, and I've got a number of these items in the shop because they're just so I was going to say basic. They're just so traditional. They can just go in so many different directions. And that's the cream lace pattern from Sky McGee, which is fine porcelain. This one is $8. It's a divided dish. Now, you can use this as a pickle tray or a relish tray. I think originally it was maybe designed as a kid's dish. That said, I don't know about you, how much you want to give fine porcelain to your child versus plastic. I would use it as like a little relish tray or pickle dish, something like that. But it's $8, and I do have for $6 in the same pattern, that cream lace pattern, this double-handed mug. Now, this is perfect to use as kind of a drinking cup. I think it's super cute to be able to use for decor. It's also could be used for a child. This could be a set. I have them separate because sometimes people just want one or the other. If you were buying them as a gift, like for Christmas for a child, then I think that they go together really well. And the pricing on that is awesome because Sky McGee goes for way higher online.
You could baby shower gift too.
Yeah, baby shower gift would be super cute as well, right? But I love the little double-handled mug, just as part of your tea set, putting little sugar packets in maybe, or if you're having like a high tea, you could put tiny little teaspoons in, whatever works. Okay, so the first salt and pepper shakers that are up, since this is my new thing, can't not give you some salt and pepper shakers for the evening. Are these cute little poodles. So black and white, salt and pepper, $9. It was really interesting because when I went to research these, I found a listing for $30 for salt and pepper shakers, but they were both black. And because I had the black one and the white one, I'm going, dude, that's so wrong. Plus, one has 3 holes, one has 2 holes. I guess if you only have the black one, you had 2 of the black ones, you wouldn't know. But we know better. We know better. I think I said they were 9. I don't know. I'm going with it. $9 for the pair. Okay. I'm saving some of my favorites for after. I have this set of 4. So Christmas is beginning. So I have this set of, I think that these are called Holiday Wishes from 5th Avenue. So a brand new set. They still have the banding across them, holding them together. So little appetizer plates with the poinsettia and the red cardinal. Super, super cute. They are in perfect condition. $9 for that set of the little appetizer plates. Try and stack some of these so I have a little bit of room to maneuver. And these are a pair of little cups. Now they're signed on the bottom, being handmade from Genic Works. They are food safe, and they just a cute little pair. I think that they're too big for egg cups. Right?
Goose egg, maybe.
Goose eggs. So if you have geese, or you like to buy goose eggs, they'd be perfect for that. The little sticker.
Probably like little tea, maybe.
My little sticker fell off somewhere, so I'm missing the sticker on those ones, Nick.
Yeah, I'll find out.
So Nick will look up the pricing for us. They're not a lot. There's a little bit of crazing on the glaze on these, but again, these are the kinds of things that I love having for just little condiments, putting them out on charcuterie trays with little spoons with little mustards and things like that. And they're just fun and they're colorful and just a nice little addition. You're looking them up, right?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. This is, this sticker's falling off too.
Those are $5. Mini
Okay.
cups.
These little mini cups, $5 for the pair. This is just a super cool raku pottery bowl. So it's got that rough matte glazing, and you get these hints of metallic. So here you've got like some of the rust colors and those rich copper colors and a little bit of the silver happening, and you've got the blues and the greens, and it's just stunning, just the look of it. It's got the matte finish, just beautiful. So a lovely decor piece. It isn't technically stamped on the bottom in terms of a maker, but I love that. Look at, can you guys see that? See some of that shimmer happening?
Rhonda's watching up here.
Hey, Rhonda. Trying to keep track of who's where. So $11 for the Raku pottery bowl. Let me put that back out over there. Now this set, so there's a little bit of crazing with the glaze on this, but it's just super fun. It's called Rose Fiesta, and this is a set. So this little bowl goes with the big platter. So it's got the big kind of painted roses with the black edging, black trim, and then the little dip bowl with it. And again, you know, you get some of the crazing, some of the crackle in the glazing, which doesn't bother me, but if it bothers you, you need to know. I put it in the listing. $12 for this, and just kind of nice and bright and cheerful, right? These mugs, because it just is not a Wednesday night without some mugs, right? I always have some mugs, some salt and pepper shakers, and a painting. Those are pretty much givens. I have something. But these ones, I love these. I love the fact that you've got the blue and the white patterning on the inside. On the outside, you have this raised relief patterning and kind of the soft blue fading to a gray on the outside. These are Falstaff mugs. So the pair is $11.50, and these are in the Gabriella blue pattern. I love those. Those are fun. So those two mugs are with us. The other salt and pepper shakers for tonight are just these kind of little traditional.
It's opportune. Lori's watching when you were showing the mugs.
Oh, Lori, Nick is saying, "Hey, Lori, did you see those mugs?" Lori, you probably have lots of mugs by now, I would think, but those are lovely. These little salt and pepper shakers are in kind of a pale green with like a butter yellow, so you get some of the crosshatch detailing on it. With it looks like almost like raspberries on it or blackberries on it, but they're in kind of a pinky tone more than flowers and leaves and vines. So $7 for those salt and pepper shakers. And okay, I think that these might be one of my favorite cream and sugars that I've had in the shop in a long time.
Lori says, "Yep, I was eyeing them."
Oh,
Yeah,
were you? They're
LOL.
nice. They're nice. That's so funny. We all have our little things, right? I mean, you can tell the stuff that I tend to pick up from some of the, some of the auctions and some of the estate sales and things. But I love this little cream and sugar. Look at the lid. Look at the lid on this sugar bowl. I love that the flat top, and it's got the little floral on it. There was one thing that I had, and it was really quite cute that I was going to show you guys tonight, and it smashed to smithereens. My floor is concrete, right? Nothing survives if it hits that. Nothing's going to bounce. Everything shatters. So anyway, I love these little guys. They are probably some of the pricier ones that I have in the shop at $18, but still a deal at that. And they may go missing soon. So one of those things that, every so often I show you guys stuff and then I feel like, okay, you had 24 hours. I may have to take them myself. All right. So for $9, this is from Mill Scale is the name of the company. This beautiful rusty moose. Yes.
Melissa asked, can you ship DIY paint to the U.S.?
Yes, I can actually. The US cannot ship DIY paint to Canada, but Canada is not under the same restrictions because there just aren't as many distributors up here. So they're not allowed to ship up here so that we stand a chance, but we don't have the limitations or the restrictions the same. So yeah, you can, in the US, you can buy anything off the website. No problem. No restrictions. So this guy, I have no doubt that when he was new, he was not rusty. I love him rusty. Look at that finish. Now he's got the 2 holes in the body to be able to mount it onto, you know, the wall or a board or whatever. I love him just as like a little decor piece in behind some of
Goes
the
with
things
the
that you're
tree.
doing. Yeah, the moose and the tree. You know, you've got they contrast nicely actually, like the black with the rusty moose there. But
Truly Canadian.
yeah, very much. Fir tree and a moose. You do not get more Canadian than that, that's for sure. All I needed was something with a maple leaf or something with a hockey stick, and we're there.
There's another question from YouTube. Amy Yingsdahl says, hello, new to the channel and just joining the live. Where do you ship from?
Hey, Amy, nice to have you joining. Thank you so much for joining the channel. That helps me out so much. We are in Burlington, Ontario, Canada, and that's where we ship from. And again, across Canada and throughout the US. So we ship everywhere, no problem. Furniture is, you know, so if you let's say you just bought a ton of stuff and the website is telling you, yeah, we can't ship that. That's just because the weight has exceeded the limitations. So what you can do is either split the shipment and I will amalgamate it into one and then refund any excess in the shipping costs that it charges you. Or you can put it through with pickup from the store, and then I will package it all up into one package, and I will get an estimate from like UPS or FedEx or whatever is the cheapest to let you know, and then you can just pay for shipping in addition afterward. If once I do that, you're going, oh my gosh, if I knew what shipping was, I would never have bought any of that stuff. Then I'll refund your money. No big deal, right? So at no point you lose out.
Rhonda says from Facebook, oh, I love that tree.
I know. Oh, you weren't here probably when I first showed the tree at the beginning. I know. So cute. So cool. This, because we know I also have a thing about pottery. And Rhonda's my daughter-in-law, so she's a potter.
Amy says thank you.
Oh, Amy, you're more than welcome, honey.
Melissa McCracken says, do you know the money limit? I guess for shipping, or
The money limit?
maybe ask her if she can expand on it.
Okay, I don't understand. Okay, so Melissa, I don't understand the money limit. You are your own banker. Your money limit, your money limit is what you can afford. I don't think that there's any limit in terms of the expense
Maybe duty, maybe
to
something.
ship. I don't know about duty charges that you would pay going into the States, however.
Well, I think maybe it's like if you come into the country, you're only allowed to bring back so many dollars.
Yeah, but when you're getting something shipped, it doesn't work the same way as when you're transporting it yourself from vacation.
She's saying to have to split the order.
No, you know what, it would be based on weight. So it's going to be hard for you to be able to tell what the weight is. So you could, if you're splitting the order, you could
She was asking about paint earlier, so maybe if she bought a lot of paint.
oh, like if you're looking to buy like a ton of paint. So if it's saying don't put it through, then instead just pick not to have it shipped. Pick up from the store, so it's not going to charge you any shipping. And and then you can just send a quick note to me saying, can you get me a shipping estimate? and then I'll get it packaged up and weigh it out, and I will give you your options. And again, you decide whether you want to go through with it or not once you know what those are, because you didn't. And if we have to disband the cart, then I get to just refund it back to your cart, no problem. So no loss on your part. You would just have me crying, putting things back on the shelf. But but at the end of the day, what do you care? Right? That's the cost of doing business. So I get that the shopping cart just can't. Shopify is not set up in Canada to allow FedEx and UPS estimates, whereas States to Canada, it does do that.
Okay, so Melissa says, thank you, no problem. If it happens, I'll just ask you to do it. So she'll contact you.
Yeah, yeah. And it's the easiest way. It's the easiest way to go. So I have a lot of vendors, like even when I'm buying DIY and getting it shipped here, I just have to place my order and then wait till they get it packaged up, and then they let me know. Actually, they just send me the size dimensions, and then I go online and I arrange the shipping and that kind of stuff, so that way I know I'm getting the best price I can. So shipping is just one of those crazy things right now that any way we can work it out, we have to go.
Helen Patterson's watching up here.
Hey, Helen. This is good having Nick pointing out who's where. Okay, so this little, I think I called it elliptical. It's kind of a different shape, not kind of an ellipse, but
Tilde, a tilde like in the computer.
I have no idea what that is. So that word would never have come to me. Lovely blue glazing on the inside with fading to the green around the edge. It's got that kind of that green, almost celadon glaze on the outside, and kind of like a raised kind of Greek key design. See where you guys can see. I can see it better on the YouTube. So just really cool. I love that. $9.50 for that. It isn't signed on the bottom, so I can't attribute it to a particular artist, but really when it comes to the pottery, even when they're signed, I can't read their signature in the pottery, so that doesn't help usually. Okay, now, so those of you that have been on Facebook with me for a while know that my mom makes a lot of the wreaths. She does not make very many. Am I kind of holding that straight? She does not make many of the birch bark wreaths anymore because she's 93 with bad arthritis in her fingers, and these are hell to make, and all of the base is all pinned in, and it kills her hands. But she's made me a couple. So all right, so I stole one. I have a couple of smaller ones I'll show next week. This guy is $55. I love the two cute little owls that are there. And what I love about this one is that she's added in like the big knots that come off. So I love that textural element. And I can't put it down because then that's the painting under there. This gets so crowded, I tell you. And then the newest watercolor that I have, this one is an original watercolor. It is signed by the artist Elliot. I think in the pics online, I gave you a close-up of their signature, just in case you're able to track them down. I wasn't, but love this. It's kind of very loose with the dark greens and blues and a little bit of the water, a bit of a wintry kind of an in-between scene. So this, it's double matted, framed, and $45 in the shop. And you guys know how I feel about, oh, that's a long way down, sorry. You guys know how I feel about original artwork. If you can get it at the same price as prints, if it's something that you love, obviously, why wouldn't you, right? And I'm just big on supporting artists, and it makes me cry if I'm seeing people, even at estate sales and stuff, and artwork just going unloved. And what are they going to do with it? Like, would that end up at the dump? How sad would that be? Okay, that would be sad. So, so you will find, whenever I can, original artwork or limited edition prints or something that just makes them a little bit more unique, a little bit more special. If you're adding them to your home, then you're adding something that's much more personal and much more unique and much more of a statement of you, I think, more than anything else. So check out all of those finds along with everything else that's in there. I will be continuing, I will be starting this weekend to start adding in a bunch of Christmas items. I've got a lot of Christmas. I've been collecting Christmas for a year, y'all. So I probably am not going to be able to show all of Christmas on a Wednesday night unless you guys are willing to sit here for 2 hours. But it will all get added in. I do have a collection that says seasonal decor. So, you know, if you're looking for Christmas, you can check that out first. Beyond, you know, wreaths or things like that, I will always try and put it into seasonal decor so you have a quick stop to be able to go if that's specifically what you're looking for. Otherwise, the other things that I showed, most of them are in the antique vintage found collection on the website. And occasionally, you know, if they're handmade items, they go into the handmade so that you know that they're painted by me or made by me or had me do something to them. So there you go. So if you have not checked out YouTube, so here I'm looking at Facebook. If you haven't checked out YouTube, go and do that. That is helping me build my channel. That's awesome. If you guys are on YouTube right now, you are already helping me. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So hope to see you guys next Wednesday. Check out the video on Friday. And until then, thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay, Nick, you just have no clue how to shut this off.
This not shut?
No? Hit okay.